Hi, welcome to the channel Quick Math. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. And if the video helps you, let me know in the comment section. Now, let us see the today's topic, that is algebraic expressions, which is of part 3. Here, today we are going to find addition and subtraction of like terms, addition and subtraction of unlike terms, finding the value of an expression, and also adding and subtracting like terms. That means addition and subtraction of expressions by using column or vertical method and also row or horizontal method. Let us see now. Addition of like terms. So how we do addition for the like terms? Here I have taken 9m and 10m. Those are the two terms here. Now let us see, the variables are the same. As the variables are the same, that means here we have m and here also we have m. So if the variables are same, that means those two are like terms. Like terms are very simple. You can easily add it. So if there is no exponent on the top of that, that means it is having 1. Now, in order to add, what we have to do first? Yes, we have to take the symbol plus. So, now write 9m, the first term 9m plus, and what is the second term? 10m. 9m plus 10m. So, if you add 9m plus 10m, what you are going to get? 9 and 10. Always take the numbers first, which will be easy for you. So, 9 plus 10 gives 19. And take the m. Here don't write 2m because m is common in both. So we have to take only 1m, that is 19m is your answer. And also you can do it in other manner, that is take m as common. So here we are taking m as common. In the two terms m is common. So I am taking m as common and now let write the remaining numbers 9 plus m. 9 plus 10, which gives same answer, that is 19. Whichever method you do, you will get the same answer. So as we have written m19, we are writing it in 19m because always the number should come first. So 19m. In this way we can add our like terms. First check. Already here we have like terms, so that's why no need of checking, but every time whenever you are adding, you have to check whether the given terms are like terms or not. If the given terms are like terms, then it is the method you have to follow. Now let us see one more. 18xy, 2xy and 7xy. Here we have how many terms? 3 terms. Now we see how to add these 3 terms. Check the variables. Yes, xy, xy, xy. All are same. And let us see the exponents on the top. Yes. 1, 1, 1, 1. That means if there is no exponent on the top of the variables, what we have to place? 1. Those are like terms. Now we see how to add them. 18xy plus 2xy plus 7xy. Here we have written all the terms by using the symbol plus. Why we are taking only plus? Because we are adding those terms. Now take the numbers. 18 and what is the next one? 2 plus, and what is the next one? 7. 18 plus 2 plus 7 gives 27 and xy. Don't forget xy. Xy is common. So take xy. Now the answer is 27xy, or also we can take xy as common because xy is common. So take xy common from all the terms, that means 3 terms, and write the numbers 18 plus 2 plus 7, which gives 27xy. So xy 27. Always whenever you are writing your result, always write the number first and then the variables. So whatever method you have done, you will get the same answer. Now let us see the next one. 9a square, 3a square minus 6a square minus 2a square. These are all 4 terms we have here. So now take these terms and we have to do addition. So all these are like terms, so no need to check it again. So write 9a square plus 3a square minus 6a square and minus 2a square. Now what we have to do? Yes, check the symbols and we add it now. So if you take the first one, 9a square plus 3a square and minus 6a square and minus 2a square. So see the numbers. Whenever you are adding, see the numbers first and then go for the variable. So 9 plus 3 gives 12 and get a square down. Next, minus, both are having minus. So get the symbols down. Minus 6 minus 2 gives minus 8 and get the a square down. Next, 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 gives 4. That is 4a square. So always check the numbers and then go for the variables. And don't forget the sign over there. Or also you can do it taking a square common from all the terms. So here we have 4 terms. So I am taking a square common from these terms. Next, take out the numbers. 9 plus 3 minus 6 minus 2. Now get a square down and 9 plus 3 gives 12 minus 8. Minus 6 minus 2 gives minus 8. Now write a square and 12 minus 8 gives 4. So whenever you are writing your result, don't forget to write the number first and then the variable. Now let's check, see, 4a square and 4a square. Whichever method you follow, you will get the same answer. Now we see the next one, that is subtraction of like terms. Up to now we have seen the addition. Now we see the subtraction of like terms. Whenever they said like terms, no need of checking it again. So here we are subtracting the second term from first term. So now we are taking the terms 12y. 12y is one term and 3y is the other term. So now what we have to do? We have to subtract the second term, that is, yes. So take the second term and then you have to subtract from the first term. So 12y minus 3y, which gives 12y minus 3y. Always whenever you are doing addition or subtraction, you have to check the numbers first. So 12 minus 3 gives, yes, 9 and get the variable. What is the variable here we are having? Y. So 9y is our answer. Or you can do it by taking y as common from both the terms. That is, here I have taken y as common and what are the left numbers? 12 minus 3, which gives 9y. Whenever you are writing result, first write the number first and then the variable. That means the constant always comes first. So in this way we can find the subtraction of like terms according to our requirement, whether we have to subtract from the first term or second term. Now here we are subtracting first term from the second term. So what is the second term and what is the first term? Yes, 24b square is our first term and 30b square is our second term. Now we have to subtract 24b square from 30b square. So first we write 30b square. 30b square. And we are subtracting the first term, that is 24 minus 24b square. Whenever you are adding or subtracting, check the numbers first. So 30 and 24. 30 minus 24 gives, 30 minus 24 gives how much? 6. So and don't forget the sign. Yes, 6 and get the variable. b square. Or also you can do it by taking b square as common from those two terms, that is b square, and take the leftover numbers. Yes, 30 minus 24. Why we are taking minus 24 and why we are not taking plus 24? Because here we are doing subtraction, that's why. So now have you checked 6b square and 6b square? Yes. Now let us see one more. We have to subtract first term from second term. So here also from second term we have to subtract the first term. Second term is minus 19 UV and the first term is 16 UV. So write minus 19 UV first and then and then the first term. What is the first term here? 16 UV. 16 UV is our first term. And whenever you are getting that down, don't forget to take the symbol minus because here we are subtracting. Write 16 UV. Now what we have to do? We have to subtract both terms. So minus 19 UV minus 16 UV. And if you don't know what symbol you will get here, that what sign, and you have that rule. So minus into plus always gives minus. So here also we are doing minus. The bracket always represents multiplication. Yes. So now see the symbols. Both the symbols are same for the terms. So whenever you have done your result, you get your sign as minus because both two terms are having same sign. So take minus and 35. When you add 19 and 16, you will get 35. So minus 35 UV is your answer. Next, finding the value of an expression. So how to find the value of an expression? Find value of 9a square if a equals to 3. That means here they will give the variable and also they will give the value for that variable and you have to apply that variable in that expression in order to find that value of that expression. So here they gave a equals to 3. So we have to substitute our value a equal to 3 in the given expression. So what is the expression here? We have 9a square. So take a value as 3 and substitute in that 9 into 3. 3 whole square because in the place of a I have substituted 3 square. 9. 3 square means we have to take the product of 3 2 times. That is 3 into 3. So 9. 3 3s how much? We get 9. Now 9 9s, I said always bracket always represents multiplication. So 9 9s 81. In this way we can find the value of an expression. So now let us see one more example. Here find value of the expression z square minus x plus 2. And here we have the value z as 2 and x as 3. What we have to do now? We have to substitute z value in the expression and x value also in the expression. So start substituting z and x value in the expression. X they gave as 3 and z as 2. Take z equals to 2. And now take the expression. What is the expression? Yes, z square minus x plus 2. Now start substituting 2 whole square minus 3 plus 2. So 2 whole square means you have to take the product of 2 times. That means 2 into 2. And then minus 3 plus 2. 2 2's how much? The product of 2? Yes, 4. Minus 3 plus 2. That means minus 3 plus 2 means we have to subtract. So you will get minus 1. 4 minus 1 gives 3. So this is our value for the expression. So what we have done? We have substituted the given values in the given expression in order to find the value. Now let us see one more example. A equals to L into B. Suppose if the values of L is 9 centimeters and B is 2 centimeters, what we have to find? We have to find A. That means the area. So now take the expression A equals to L into B. Now what we have to do? We have to substitute L value. L value how much? 9 centimeters. Don't forget the variables or centimeters or meters. Don't forget the units at all. Into B. B is how much? 2 centimeters. Whenever you are adding, multiplication, subtraction or dividing, don't forget the numbers. First always go to the numbers. 9 2's how much? 18. Next, centimeters into centimeters gives centimeter square, or you can also read it as square centimeters. Now, the A value is 18 centimeter square or square centimeters. Let us check addition of expressions using column or vertical method. Here we have two ways in order to find the addition. Here the first method is column or vertical method. And you can see the expressions here. Yes, 5x square plus 9x plus 6, 4x plus 3x square minus 8, 5 minus 6x. Whenever you are doing addition or subtraction, it will be better to make it in the standard form. Standard form means following the descending order of the variables. So now the second term is not in the standard form. So I am writing it in the standard form, that is 3x square plus 4x minus 8. And the third term is also not in the standard form. So change it into standard form. As there is no x square value, we have to take 0 and x value minus 6x and the numerical value plus 5. So now we are doing which method? Column method. Column means, yes, arrange one by one manner. So 5x square plus 9x plus 6 is the one term. And what is the second term? Expression 3x square plus 4x minus 8. So we are writing one by one of the given expressions. And what is the next one? Minus 6x plus 5. So write minus 6x plus 5. So while you are writing, you have to write the x square values, x values and then the constants. So now what we have to do? We have to do addition. So don't forget the symbol addition. So here we are doing addition. So first I am taking 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5 gives 11. And then we have to subtract 8 from the 11. So how much we get? 3. So which 3? Plus 3, because yes, the 11 is having positive symbol and minus 8 is less compared to that. So 11 minus 8. So 11 is having positive symbol and 8 is having negative symbol. So when you subtract it, we get 3 and we take the plus sign. Now see for the x values, that is 9x plus 4x. First we are adding 9 plus 4 gives how much? 13. And we are subtracting 6 from 13. That means 13 minus 6, which gives? Yes, which gives? 7. So with 7, positive 7. That means the symbol will get positive. So plus 7 and don't forget the variable x. Now let us move for the x square terms. 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 gives 8. And get x squared down. So this is our answer, that is the standard form. Whenever you get the answer, always you have to make it into the standard form. That means 8x square plus 7x plus 3 is the standard form of the expressions. Now take two more expressions. And here also we have to do the same method, that means a column method. Always arrange the given expressions in the standard form so that it will be easy. So I am taking the first expression 5c minus 7a plus 2b. And what is the next one? 3a minus 4b. So write under the first expression. So as there is no c value, we are taking it as 0 and write the next one plus 3a minus 4b. If there is no sign before a number, it means it is having positive symbol. That means a plus symbol. So now start doing subtraction. 2 minus 4 gives minus 2b. Next, minus 4 is having, yes, symbol minus. So which is the greater number? 2 greater or minus 4 is greater? 4 is greater. So it is having negative symbol. So we have taken minus. Now see here, 7 and 3. Yes, minus 4a because 7 is greater and it is having minus symbol. So whatever the result we got, we take the biggest sign. Yes. So 5c. 5c minus 4a minus 2b is our answer while we have done it in the column or vertical method. So 2 minus 4 gives minus 2. Next, minus 7 plus 3. Why we are writing here? Because it will be easy for you to take the calculations. So next, 5c. 5 plus 0 gives 5. So just write one or two problems like this, and if you are thorough with doing the subtractions or addition, then you can do it normally. Now here we are finding the addition of expressions in row or horizontal method. So before that we have seen vertical method. Now we are doing the horizontal method, or also we can call it as row method. Let us take the given expressions. Yes, 3x square plus 5x minus 4, and get the second expression down by using the symbol plus, because we are doing addition. So 6 plus 6x square. So now what we have to do? We have to arrange x square terms, x terms and constant terms. So here first I am taking the x square terms. Next, constant terms, because there is no x terms, so we are leaving that. Now start writing x square terms. 3x square plus 6x square. Now x square terms are completed. Skip a bracket because it represents that these are x square terms. Now what is the next term? Plus 5x, x terms. Now write the next one, constant terms. What are the constant terms here? Minus 4 plus 6. So which gives 2. So plus 6 minus 4. Here also I have written all the constant at the side. Now x square terms done, x terms done, and also the constants. Now take x square as common. So I am taking x square as common from the terms. What are the leftover numbers here? Write it. 3 plus 6 x square plus 5x. As there is no x terms, we are writing plus x, 5x plus 6 minus 4 gives 2. Get the number 2 down. So 3 plus 6 gives 9x square. Get the variable down. Plus 5x plus 2. 9x square plus 5x plus 2. This is in the standard form. So while you are writing your result, write it in the standard form. While you are doing addition also, write it in the standard form. Now same method, row or horizontal method. Here we have terms 2x square minus 6x plus 3 minus 3x square minus x minus 4, 1 plus 2x minus 3x square. So here we have 3 expressions. So write the first expression, 2x square minus 6x plus 3 minus 3x square minus x minus 4. And the next expression, 1 plus 2x minus 3x square. So now what we have to do? Always we have to check for the x square terms. So here we have how many terms? We have 3 x square terms. So what we have to do? Write x square terms, 2x square minus 3x square minus 3x square. And keep it in a bracket which represents these are all x square terms. Now see the remaining terms which are x terms, minus 6x minus x plus 2x. Minus 6x plus minus 2x minus x plus 2x. Next, what are the remaining? Constant terms, which is plus 3 and minus 4 plus 1. Plus 3 minus 4 plus 1. So now what we have to do? We have to solve x square terms, x terms and then constants. Always keep bracket, which will be easy for you to recognize. What are the x square terms, x terms and constants? So x square, I am taking it as common. What are the leftover numbers? 2 minus 3 minus 3. And take x common now. Plus x, I am taking plus x as common. So write the numbers minus 6 minus 1 plus 2. And the remaining constants. So 3 plus 1 gives 4 and 4 minus 4 gives 0. That means 4 minus 4. Now take x square and we have to solve minus 3 gives minus 6. So minus 6 plus 2 gives minus 4. So minus 6 minus 1 minus 7 plus 2. Minus 7 plus 2 gives minus 5x plus 4 minus 4 gives 0. So now write the equation. That means write it in the standard form. Minus 4x square minus 5x plus 0. No need of writing 0. Next, here we are doing subtraction of expressions. Up to now we have done addition of expressions in row and horizontal method. Now we are doing subtraction of expressions in column or vertical method. So here we have two expressions and here they said 3a plus 4b minus 2c from 3c plus ca minus 2b. That means what we have to do? We have to subtract, yes, 3a plus 4b minus 2c from second expression, that is 3c plus 6a minus 2b. Now write the expression first. Which expression we have to take first? That we have to write. So now I am writing it in the standard form. 6a minus 2b plus 3c. That means I am writing it in the alphabetical order. And what is the next one? 3a plus 4b minus 2c. So as we are doing column method, we have to write the number or the expression under the expression. As we are doing subtraction here, the second expression will get minus. So whatever the expression you are subtracting, those symbols will changes now. So let us see the symbols. As here we are having plus for the first term. So now we are changing it to minus. Whenever you are doing subtraction, you have to change the symbols of the terms. So plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. So now 3c plus 2c. 3c plus 2c gives 5c plus 5c. Because now the symbol is not there. Now you have whatever the symbols you have written down, that symbols you have to follow for the second expression. So now minus 2 minus b gives minus 6b. 6a minus 3a gives 3a. So whenever you are doing vertical method, whatever the expression you have written down, that you have to change the symbols. Now let us see one more. Subtract 6 plus 7m square from 8m square plus 2m minus. That means you have to subtract the first expression from the second expression. So write second expression first. 8m square plus 2m minus 3. Next, under the first expression we have to write the second expression, that is 6 plus 7m square. So 7m square, and there is no m value, take it as 0 plus 6. So what we are doing now? We are doing subtraction. That means we are subtracting the first term from the second term expression. So now change the symbols while you are subtracting. In the vertical method or column method, you have to change the symbols of the terms. So plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. So here we have changed all the symbols. Now start doing our subtraction. Minus 3 minus 6 gives minus 9, because both the numbers have the same symbols, minus 9. So plus 2m minus 0 gives 2m. And 8 minus 7m square. 8m square minus 7m square gives 1m square, which is positive symbol. 1m square. So 1m square plus 2m minus 9 is our answer. Now we are doing subtraction of expressions in horizontal method, or also we can say it as row method. Now we have to subtract 3m square plus 4 from 4m square plus 7m minus 3. That means we have to write the second expression first and then we have to take the first expression. So here we are not writing under the number or under the expression. Here we are writing side by side because we are using horizontal or row method. So 4m square plus 7m minus 3. I have written it in the bracket so that it represents it is one expression. Now take that 3m square plus 4. So write the expressions. See the m square values first. 4m square, and don't forget the symbol, plus 7m minus 3 minus 3m square, because already we said the rules of multiplication. So minus into plus gives minus. Minus into plus gives minus. So minus 3m square minus 4. So we have multiplied each. Now start checking 3m square values and m square values. So 4m square minus 3m square. All m square values we are writing it as one group, plus 7m, and there is no m values. Next go for the constants, minus 3 minus 4. As we have written one group, which will be easy for us to do our calculations. So 4 minus 3 gives, I have taken m square as common. 4 minus 3 gives how much? 1. Next, plus 7m minus 3 minus 4 gives how much? Minus 7. So now take m square. 4 minus 3 gives 1. So m square plus 7m minus 7. M square plus 7m minus 7 is our result. If you subtract those expressions, we get m square plus 7m minus 7. Now let us see with one more example. Here also we are using the same horizontal method and see the expressions. Yes, we have to subtract those expressions. That means the first expression from the second expression. So always write it in the standard form. If the given expression is not in the standard form also, we have to write it in the standard form. So minus 3x square minus 2x plus 7. As we have changed it into standard form, now we can start our subtraction. The first one is already in standard form. So now write minus 3x square minus 2x plus 7 minus of, while we are doing minus because we are subtracting here. So 2x square minus 5x minus 3. Now what we have to do? We have to group all the x square terms, x terms and the constant terms. So already we said whenever we are multiplying minus into plus gives minus, or minus into minus gives plus. So you have to know these rules in order to do our calculations. So bracket always represents multiplication. So start grouping our x square terms, x terms and constants. Minus 3x square minus 2x square. Minus 3x square and minus 2x square. So you have to group it. And next, the x terms. What are the x terms now? Take x as common. So minus 2x plus 5x. These all makes one group. Next, 7 plus 3. Those are all constant. Plus 7 plus 3. So now what we are taking? We are taking x square as common. Minus 3 minus 2 gives minus 5. So minus 3 minus 2 plus, take x as common. Minus 2 plus 5. And next the constants. Plus 7 plus 3, which gives 10. So x square minus 3, 5, 2 minus 2 gives minus 5 plus x 3 plus 10. Minus 5x square plus 3x plus 10 is our result. If we done subtraction in horizontal method or in vertical method, you are going to get the same result. So you can do any of the method until they have mentioned in the question, do it in the particular method. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. Thank you.